Today. Pretty quiet this morning, man.
Quiet, man. Quiet. Raxmi, how are you, man?
Good man, still in bed.
Still in bed. Nice. Cruising, hey? Cruising.
Yeah, well, it's it's like I can't believe how perfect the timing is, man. Like being sick for 6 weeks, 3 weeks into it. If it wasn't for me struggling my business, I wouldn't have taken the plunge. What I thought was a risk with this business is actually the energy and the structure is just amazing. And you
Awesome.
can say what you want. You just learn because when you're in the right state of mind, when you're
Yeah.
in like the state of brainwaves, you take in like a kid.
You do, man. Hey, you really gravitate towards it.
Yeah, and you
Yeah.
just go, yeah, it's got all this energy and like like for me, I've always struggled to do things for myself. Now I
Mm.
feel like I'm part of a team, so I don't
Yeah.
want to let the team down. Yeah, because
Having
Simon's already seen the potential in me.
100%.
And if I don't do well as a PT, I'm letting down all these people who are struggling in life. Like I went for a walk with my client who's a Virgo and the same personality type as me. He's got dyslexia. He's trained for the Dakota Trail.
Yeah.
120 kilo, 16-year-old now. He's got all this confidence. His mum just loves. His mum's a yoga teacher. She's praising me for what I've done with him because I've taken it beyond the training. It's been quite psychological and taking a father's role as well,
That's awesome.
um, which which is good for me.
It's really good to hear. Really good to hear. What's been going on? So where are we up to in the program? We'll start with you today, bro, and we'll make our way through.
So, I'm at the Simon's unlocked the. Well, the main thing for me is I've struggled with managing my time in the past, but
Mhm.
that's probably also the fact that I've worked in 10 different industries that I haven't been passionate about.
Yeah.
Now I just need the structure. So once the structure is created, I'll stick to it, and I'm going to be clear cut about when I want certain things in certain slots,
Yeah.
and I'll try and base it upon the demographics around Berwick because there
Mhm.
are quite a lot of retirees in Berwick, and
Yeah.
there's a bit of money in the surrounding suburbs too. So it just depends upon how I market myself to bring
100%.
those people across. And there's a lot of clinics around surrounding that gym, so there's potential for outreach.
100%, man. Yeah, it's
Yeah,
good to network with those kinds of people.
yeah.
Absolutely.
And
Absolutely.
it's a great gym, great what's the word? Structure to the terms of the building. You get the morning light, and now we're getting brand new equipment in the next 6 months. So should
Gyms
be
are
good.
like upgrade for sure.
Yeah, upgrade. There's a brand new KFC across the road being built though.
Yeah.
So try and pluck a few of those fatties from across the road down to use the gym.
Man, there's quite often there's fast food places next to gyms, which is pretty crazy.
Yeah.
In terms of clientele, man, where are we up to?
Well, clientele, I've never been great since I've started in September. So
Mhm.
the story is when I started, I like had a lot of great clients just falling on my lap, like two, three
Yeah.
sessions per week, just out of nowhere. And I thought my sales ability was quite good. And I've always been able to train people. I don't know. I've just got that natural knack where people trust me. They open up to me. So I just know not to push them, too hard, too far beyond the biomechanics so I can injure them.
Yeah.
But then I fell off. So I took a job at a pub and
Okay.
then I kind of never recovered over that New Year's period. And then I just slumped and I was behind in rent. And I've been picking up slow. So the most I've gotten is like 10 or 12 paid sessions a week. But I've just lost a few. But I have no doubt that I'll pick some up in the next couple of weeks. I just got to knuckle down in the next 2 or 3 days with the core work, the
Yeah.
coursework.
Yeah.
And yeah,
That's it, man. It's all it is. It's literally like it's just doing the work.
and the
And
thing is, what's great about the webinar schedule as well, it helps me break out of my rut of not being able to schedule my time properly.
yeah. Yeah.
Even to the point where I rocked up to 7 o'clock once morning thinking it was a Zoom.
There you go. Yeah. 100%. Yeah. That's it, man. That's it. So no, it's good to hear. And I think for you, it's just about plodding away, continuing
Yeah,
to tick along and just make sure that we've
yeah.
got the right steps in play.
I think for me, it's about structure. Um, going with the structure and not getting too pulled away with excitement because I've got a lot of
Yeah.
energy.
Yeah.
So stick to the core fundamentals when need be. Yeah,
The power of just slowing down, even
yeah,
when you're speaking to your clientele, is huge.
yeah,
Just really slowing down, making sure you're not getting too energetic, but you want to provide obviously an upbeat kind of energy for them. But
yeah,
just a lot of people don't, they take in information a lot easier if you do speak a little bit more kind of quietly, well, not
yeah,
quietly, but slowly.
yeah. I've managed to get a lot of my consults to say straight up what they want, like bottom line.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Just
a
get,
lot of them. Yeah, the bottom line. One of my clients, she's 17, dance teacher, who does pole dancing, calisthenics. She's like, I'll just cut to the chase. I just want a big booty.
yeah.
That makes it easy for me. all she has to do is do my program because I train
Yeah.
legs 3 days a week because of my ice hockey and rollerblading.
Yeah.
So it's just a bit of a tweak,
Yeah. And
and
so
I can start to see how these 30-minute sessions are going to work quite well.
that's it. Yeah. A lot of people initially are hesitant about 30-minute sessions coming in, but
Yeah.
they're superior, man.
Yeah, well, if your structure automation is well set up, they're pretty much on the ball when they get there. And
Yeah,
if they're not on the ball, they shouldn't be your client anyway, because you're
exactly.
after results and not, their money.
100%.
Yeah.
That's it, man. I love the energy. It's good on a Monday, coming in, smashing it out. Right?
Yeah, I smashed out the coursework last time. I'm running on about 3 hours sleep, but I'll be good.
All right. We'll take
Yeah.
some good energy into the week, hey? I'll jump to you, Fletch. How are you, bro? What's going on?
Yeah, good man. Just taking it easy. I mean, took the weekend off since I had a 3-day weekend because my brother and his fiance came up for the weekend from Adelaide. So just ease it back into it. I thought I'd just jump along to the webinar and get back into the mindset. So
Yeah, that's it. Cool.
Yeah.
I haven't had a Monday webinar in a while. Are they usually quiet Mondays?
No, not usually. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
Something
Last week was pretty busy, but
something in the water today.
yeah.
What's the plan for this week?
Plan for this week is just keep hammering the trainer. I boosted that. I was able to boost the post from last week. The ad. See how it's going. Yes, it's got 3,000 views now. I got one person message me, and it was like someone with like no followers, and like they just said, "Do I need my cert 3 and 4?" I just said, "Yeah, bro, you do." And then that didn't get a reply. So that's all I've gotten so far.
Yeah, did you read the
yeah.
ad then? Oh,
I just scroll down.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah. So yeah, Simon. I mean, my action item from last week, so the leverage webinar is to call local trainers at things like World Gym, saying that we're looking to see if you're taking on clients at the moment. If yes, we have a lucrative position available where you can get giving clients, etc., and just sort of see if anyone's available to, maybe dedicate one of their days to come out to Edmonton or whatever.
And there will be trainers struggling in gyms.
Yeah.
You'll find one. You'll find that's a great way to do it, because you don't approach it in a way where you're going to poach them, but you approach it in a way where it can help you.
I'm going to give you an opportunity.
Yeah, give you an opportunity. And I think for us, it's just about, like we say, I think for you, it's just so important that what we do is start thinking about being a leverage business owner.
Yeah.
So with your
100%.
time now, I say it all the time, it's just worth so much.
Yeah.
Particularly for you, like pricing for you, where are you at with your business?
I just did a 10% increase. So silver's at 131 and gold is at 197. And then I just do Kickstarter package starter package, whatever it is, at $100 a week still. Want to start leaning in towards building a lot more of an online offering as well.
Yeah.
Which just comes down to me getting my school done. So at the moment, it's literally just 1 day school, 1 day social media, 1 day school, 1 day social media, like that. Just splitting it up like that. Just until I can get it done.
Yeah.
And that's it.
And with your offering, social media offering, what are you wanting to dive into? Like, what are you wanting to offer? Obviously online.
Oh no, like social media, just spending a day working on my social media. Yeah. And then 1 day working on my school is what I mean.
Gotcha. Yeah. Cool. I think for you as well, you almost want to be posting reels Monday to Friday. Like that kind of volume. I think the new style of reel that you're filming now, it's perfect. Like you just
100%. It's fun to make as well.
Yeah, it's actually enjoyable, isn't it? Like when you see a product come together, it's so much more rewarding than it is if you've got like, I don't know, I've never been a fan of just like myself, I'm always going to scroll past just a photo on Instagram over a video.
I know. One of the coaches that used to work at the gym I was in back in Adelaide just posted, like, he's really super successful coach. You know what I mean? But he just posted a photo and then wrote a massive caption. I did give it a read, like a quick read, but like I just don't think anyone did. Like it had like 2 likes. You know what I mean? And it's
Yeah.
just like, yeah,
It's
I'm
just
just
not
not.
engaging. It's not
No.
engaging at all. Like you need to look at, who did I say this to? I think it was George last week. I was saying that there's a few different ways, like in terms of content, where the content's the actual information in the content's the same, but you can deliver it in such a better way where people actually draw into it as
Yeah.
well. And I think for
Yeah.
you, it's just about your delivery. You can say the most basic thing, but if you've got emojis flying everywhere and sound in the background, like of
Yeah,
course,
true.
I've read this thing by Alex Hormozy. It's like you almost need to make your content like so enjoyable that a toddler would enjoy it.
Yeah. One of the big things going around is they're putting like gameplay videos at the bottom and just like a podcast
Yeah.
clip at the top and shit. And it's like you don't even care what they're talking about in the podcast, but it's just you're just wasting time on reels anyway. So you're engaged, you know what I mean? So
100%. It's just, yeah, you're just watching for the sake of watching.
yeah.
Absolutely. Absolutely. All right, cool, bro. Plan of attack for today? For you?
Today, here we go. I got to update some guys' program. I still don't have like very good systems in terms of like my, like, I guess the back end sort of stuff. Yeah, like programming, just the deliverables on the online side of thing. Like, I just don't have that many systems in place in terms of like how many times per week I'm doing their programming. I just want to, yeah, it's really tough for me to work out how often I need to update their program, how often I need to do all this sort of shit if they're just online with me. You know what I mean?
Yeah, okay.
Like,
You're on Trainerize though, aren't you? You're still
yeah,
on Trainerize? Yeah.
yeah,
Okay. What's your onboarding process look like? So essentially sign them up. What happens from there?
yeah. I book in an onboarding session with them, and we
Mhm.
go through. I send them an email on Trainerize. They do it like on the day. I just send them the email on Trainerize, and then while they're doing that, I'm setting up their program. I've got a few cookie cutter programs that I'll chuck in there. If they've said they've got a bug knee or something, I'll just change it out or update it or whatever. And then
So they walk out of the consultation with you with the program already done?
yeah, yeah.
Okay. Yep.
Yeah,
So you
like it's super simple. Yeah.
Yep.
But then it also, and the program is also set up to change after 4 weeks. But I've only got it set up for 2 phases of 4 weeks, you know what I mean? At this point in time. And then after that, it's because that's my minimum term is 8 weeks, you know what I mean?
Yep.
So then after that, it's sort of just like, when I'm training them, I'll update their program as we go, you know what I mean? And sort of just substitute in the training phase. And then doing like, I've only got people doing 2 training phases, but the second training phase goes indefinitely. You know what I mean?
Yeah. How we do it, I get them set up on school with me, then their trainer will get them set up on Trainerize. So just
Yeah.
because otherwise, once you start getting people set up on school and then Trainerize, it's like double emails to be sent. It takes ages to download the apps. You're probably in there for an hour, over an hour, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
So for you, once we get this trainer, I would put it on the trainer to get them set up. You can still send the email across, right? Then at least you have a little bit of back end time to put their program in as well
Yeah.
before the first session with their trainer.
Yeah.
That's kind of the way to go about it. But then even so, I only set their initial program. Then my guys will just update just for the sake of it as well.
Yeah.
I'll
Yeah.
set
During the session or what?
No, that a lot of them will do it outside. They're happy to do
Yeah,
it
right.
outside as well.
Yeah.
But I'd usually do like a 6 to 8 week. I'd do an initial 6 week from there,
Yeah.
and then they'll kind of update here and there. And I just say to them, invoice me if you spend a heap of time programming, and they might invoice me once a fortnight.
Yeah. Because I mean, what you can do is just edit in training phase like that. That's what I just do. Yeah. So if I go, you know what, we've been doing bench for the last 4 weeks. Let's just change it to an isolateral incline machine or some shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I'll just edit that in the training phase, and then I sort of just go off vibe. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
there's no real structure there. But in terms of like when I hire someone, it just becomes a lot harder to do that sort of shit. And I guess I got to leave it up to them to do it. It is their session, you know what I mean, and it's their client.
This is where it starts to get a little bit tricky when well, ideally you don't really want them doing it in the session. Well, you can, it's just not, you don't want them doing it all the time in the session. Like if they're doing
No.
a revisit their goals, that kind of thing, do their measurements every 4 to 6 weeks, then it's possibly you sit down and change the program. But you'll just find that I found I was just wasting so much time doing that kind of thing as well, when really it's quite irrelevant a lot of the time. Program is quite irrelevant. Like, it's once you can teach someone to come in and train hard, you can even go off the RPE scale, right? If they're training RPE 7 above, their body's going to change through nutrition.
Yeah, it's true.
So
one thing I often do is I implement what my exercise physiologist did. So because we're in a private studio, she's like, oh, so what do you want to focus on today? So what we'll do is 3 exercises, bang, 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 back to back, until I'm puffed. Only breaks I get is when I need the physical break, or oxygen or water, and then we'll move on to the next exercise, and we'll just go by ear, and which area that the individual, the client actually feels though they need most, by analyzing themselves on a regular basis.
Yeah. And you don't actually need to follow their program in the session.
I know, yeah. Like I hardly ever do. I do the first exercise as like the main movement, and then the next is I just put the phone away.
That's good, because that's actually coaching.
Yeah, it's true.
Right. So like a lot of the programming, I think a lot of PTs get too caught up. The program is there so you can follow it outside. But a program is great if you've got an inexperienced trainer.
Yeah.
Can have something to follow.
Yeah, I almost want to just get rid of it, because like I just want to maybe use school as this is where you get your program. Here's a module with just a bunch of programs in there, and just use it. I don't know, like, but then that's
what Pinnacle. So it's initially what we recommended you do.
Yeah, it's just not great though. I don't know, because it doesn't seem as personalized.
Yeah, and a lot of people become too reliant on the app as well, and they think, oh, I can use this app and I can achieve my goals. It's got nothing to do with the training.
Yeah.
Which is
I got one of my clients at the moment. We were using Trainerize, but now I literally just go, what do you want to train today? And we've been training together for 8 months now. You know what I mean? And what do you want to train today? And they go, let's do some cardio. All right, I'll get the boxing gloves out. Or, you know what I mean? Just
perfect.
And it's just so fucking good. But like, yeah, and then there's other times where it's like necessary that you need to like write down the numbers.
Yeah, when it's strength-based, that kind of thing. I think you can really individualize it to each client as well.
Yeah.
So when you're onboarding, in the onboarding documents, those kinds of things, is this person actually going to get to the gym? Are they going to get to the gym 3 days a week, or are they going to get to the gym twice a week? Do they need the programming, or can they form something by themselves through what you teach them? Because otherwise, like particularly in business, like additional expenses will rack up pretty quickly.
Yeah.
So things like unnecessary kind of Trainerize, people you've got on Trainerize, those kinds of things. That's why school is great, because it's one fee for massive amount of people.
Yeah. Would there be something in school where you could drip feed the program?
Yeah.
Yeah. So like, would there be something where I can just?
I'd have 3 modules and have beginner, intermediate, advanced.
Yeah.
And then you've got, once you made your way through all the beginner movements, you understand, you've formed a program. Like, you can get these
Send me a message if you want the intermediate stuff.
Yeah. Send me a message if you want that unlocked as well.
Yeah. And then, geez, I wish there was something they could like build their own program in Trainerize if they wanted to track it, or you know what I mean?
Yeah. You can phone notes. That's all I used to track on. I know it doesn't look like ultra professional, but like if you're looking at a really tailored service and making it individualized, and like that's how you do things, then that's how you do things.
Yeah.
People aren't gonna butt heads.
One day I want my own app. I want like not even just my brand on Trainerize, but I just want to build something that's just like fucking perfect for me.
Yeah.
Like, it's just not. Yeah. In terms of like I know. Do you know Mike Thurston?
Yeah.
He's just there's that YouTuber he listens to buy and shit. He's got an app called like it's like THR or THIST or some Thurston, whatever. It's I used that for like maybe a couple of weeks or a couple of months, maybe just to this is like ages ago. But you just basically pay something per month, like $15 a month or some shit, and then you just get to sort of chop and change with different programs in there and shit. You know what I mean? Like I wish my clients sort of had access to something like that, but I just don't know how to build it. Like,
that's very like advanced kind of software.
Yeah.
software. But you're right, because that if we're looking at like leveraging you out of the business eventually, you're
Yeah.
gonna have to need something like that where
Yeah.
you've built it, but you don't have really anything to do with the user.
Yeah.
That's just like in a very extreme case when you travel in Oz, that kind of thing. Like you need a social media presence to do that.
Yeah. Yeah. 100%. Yeah.
You
And
need
like,
it.
yeah. Yeah. See how I go. I need to get some structures in place for sure. In terms of like, I've got structures now for like when I'm running my business and I'm the only person here, but not for when I have, people work for me.
A lot of the time when you have new train, I've chop and changed our systems, mate. I wish I could tell you
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
times. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
I've told my guys we're going to do things this way, and then I've gone back on it and gone forward again and gone back. There's nothing wrong with that either.
Yeah.
There's nothing
Yeah.
wrong with it, and you'll kind of learn on the fly. But that's why we've got everything in play here for you to make it as easy as possible through our own trial and error as
Yeah.
well. But
Yeah.
I would probably recommend it once you've got this guy on board. You set him up on school, but you've built, or whoever you've got on board, you've built the trust with them, and then
Yeah.
you can say to them, I've set their program up or I haven't. Like for me, I'll do something like this. This will probably help you out a fair bit.
Okay.
With Slack. So I've just got Bailey, who's my head trainer. He started doing some signups for me, which is huge. He signed a gold, a silver, and a bronze last week. So I was pumped with that. So in new signups, we'll do something like this. So Angela McKenna signed, and then school trainerized calories, like with the X. So they haven't been set up on school trainerized or set their calories yet. If the consult's gone longer than required or something like that. And then we'll put something like, where's mine here? So person, session, booked with which trainer, goals, injuries, none, school trainerized X, that kind of thing.
Yeah. Yeah. That's cool.
So when you're doing it like that, this is where your trainers and you set the standard early with expectation at the end of the day. Like you expect them to go there, follow up, have a look what they've got going on. They see a new name in their diary, chances are you go to Slack and then you refer to that and base it off that.
Cool. Yeah.
Make it a bit easier.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
And Slack, it's cheap as, mate. It's like, $20 a month, something like that.
Yeah, bro. Yeah.
Be good for you.
Cheers.
Cool.
Yeah.
Mate.
No worries.
Guys, if anyone needs me, chuck a 1 in the chat and I'll get to you. Otherwise, I'll keep making my way around. I'm going to come to B now.
Hello, how are you?
Good. How are you? Have a good weekend?
Yeah, it was good. I think I've made the decision that I need to drop my Saturday shift at Snap.
Yep.
And I kind of brought that up with my manager a little bit on Monday last week and was like, this isn't working anymore.
Yeah.
I was like, either I'm going to resign or we have to drop a shift. Well, he suggested it and I just looked at him and I was like, it's gonna be Saturday, just so you know.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. Are you just feeling like you need that Saturday off for yourself?
Yeah, I'm so burnt out. Like I work 6 days a week in the gym physically, but then I'm still working on Sunday. Like I work all week.
Yeah, and when you're getting to the end of the week and then you've got that long reception shift, you kind of just go.
Yeah, like I'm like, fuck. I wake up on Saturday and I'm like,
Yeah, exactly.
And like on Sundays, I'm always so drained. Like it's very uncommon for me not to have a massive nap on a Saturday afternoon, which is really bad because then it fucks up my sleep on Sunday night. So I start the week with a shit sleep almost every week. Like last night, I struggled to go to sleep so bad because I slept for like 4 hours in the afternoon.
Yep.
So yeah, I think just need to prioritize rest. And also I'm prepping for comp still. Like I have another powerlifting comp in 3 weeks and I'm like dying.
Right, yeah.
And I see it, my central nervous system is shutting down and I'm like, fuck, I need sleep.
It's probably a good idea to rest, I'd say. And there's a difference between hustle with working and then quality work.
Yeah, no, that's the thing. Like by the end of the week, I can also tell that my quality of work is shit because I'll be procrastinating. It will take me so long to finish anything because I'm so tired.
Exactly. Yeah.
So everything takes me a lot longer than it should take.
Mm.
Yeah.
And how long is that Saturday shift usually that you work in the
It's
morning?
4 hours, but then it gets worse with I PT after that.
Okay, so it's just a long day on Saturday.
It's a long day. So like Friday and Saturday I do the shift from 9 to 1 and then I go to the gym. And on Friday I will do my business tracker and make calls and do a bit of admin, and then I'll work until around, unless I have like something on, and I'll work until about 7 on Friday.
Yeah.
And then on Saturday work until 1, and then I'll usually have a client from 2 to 3, and then sometimes from 3 to 4.
Okay. Yeah. So
Yeah.
can you somehow compress once you lose this shift at Snap? Can you move your Saturdays to like a Friday? The ones you've got on the Saturday?
I
'Cause
feel like those ones I might not. Usually my Saturday is there for like people that I can't fit in the week like at all.
Mhm.
But it would be that I can just move them earlier in the day. So I'm not working until 3 on a Saturday. I'm working until like 11.
I'd say if you're gonna work Saturdays, you kind of want to be done by 12.
No, and that is what I want. Like ideally that's what I want, but like people always like, do you have Saturday? I'm like, yeah, it's 3 p.m. You want to come to the gym at 3 on a Saturday? And people do. Like I book them in. Like I book people in. But yeah, it's not great. I'm like, ew, why are you booking? Why do you want to come to the gym at 3 on a Saturday? I don't. Please don't book this in.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So for you, how are we gonna make this happen? So how long until this shift's gonna be done?
Well, I haven't like fully confirmed anything yet, but I need to chat to him today and be like, okay, this is what we're gonna do and how are we gonna go around it? Because in order for me to lose the shift, they're gonna have to hire someone. So this is how it's like a whole thing of this. Like it's only I don't know how much you know about the structures of Snap, but it's very much like any time where they have like skeleton teams. So it's just me and the manager who do anything sales or admin related. So it's only us two. Like if I'm sick, there's no one. If he's sick, there's no one. So yeah, like I've been wanting to drop the shift for a while, but I've been reluctant to for this reason.
Yeah.
I'm like, I know that there isn't the opportunity to do that right now. So I'm gonna have to tell him like I cannot do this and he's gonna have to hire someone else.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. Okay, so sort that out this week, and I think it's hard, right? Because initially with these small teams, you want to make sure that like everyone's happy. That kind
Yeah. No
of,
stepping on anyone's toes, that kind of thing. And there was a PT that could do some reception hours before, but she's just resigned as well.
yeah.
So yeah, it's a bit tricky, but we'll figure it out.
For you, this is the next step forward, though.
Yeah, no, for sure.
You need
Because
to,
like I was even thinking like if I can't drop one of those shifts, then I'll just fully resign and go back to doing hospo a few days a week because I'm so drained.
you don't want to do hospo. You
I
want to get
know, I don't want to do hospo at all. It's the last thing I want to do, but like this is how you could tell how my brain is going from like just being so tired. I'm like anything to have some more free time.
yeah. You're just trying to escape Snap right now.
Yeah, but I'm trying to escape Snap right now.
Yeah, exactly, Fletch. That's exactly what I wanted.
It's Fletch is right, but
You've been hesitant, B, for like in the past 4 weeks to just go all in, haven't you? What do you think's holding you back? What's restricting you to just go, I'm gonna go and make 100 calls this week and get fully booked?
I feel like it's good life in the sense of I can't see myself doing it full time there. Like I literally sent my how many people are on this call? Okay, I can talk about this. So you know how I said I was OD?
Yeah.
So I just sorted it out, but I sent a message to my manager on Friday being like, can I please have some more leads? Like I've called all my leads up until March. And yeah, and then he was basically like, I'll just read you the message, but basically he said no.
Okay.
He was like, it was because of my rent. He
Right.
was like, we need to chat about that. There are no, but also there's no leads, like period. There's no PT leads, like, because they have got doing big shifts in the sales team at the moment, and like there's just not enough volume in their leads either. But anyways,
How many members are in your club?
I think since COVID, we're on around 2,500. It used to be a 4,500 member club prior to COVID.
Okay. And how many PTs? Do you know? How many
I'm
trainers?
trying to think, because it goes up and down all the time.
How many do you see regularly?
Regularly, I see 1, 2, 3. There's around 10 of us. I'd say around 6 to 8 are fairly regular, and around 5 that aren't fairly regular. Yeah.
So you've got a fair few PTs.
Yeah, we have a fair few PTs, and at least around 3 of us are brand new PTs. So that's the first place that we've ever PT.
All right. When you say that you don't see yourself doing it there in the long term, that tells me that we need to look somewhere else. Right?
Yeah, I know. And I know that, but I'm scared.
When you're scared, you got to lean in, babe.
Yeah, you've got to lean in. Absolutely.
That is the only thing that you should be thinking about. You know what I mean? Like it's the only real feeling. Like when you're feeling resistance, you should 100% lean in, because that is the reason you're feeling resistance. You know what I mean? You know deep down that that's the thing you need to do. You know what I mean?
Once you kind of crush that, right? Like I saw this thing from James Smith the other day. It's closing the loop. I don't know if anyone's seen him talk about
like
that.
James Smith. His
Yeah.
content's good.
So with him, it's like when you see an opportunity there, we could dwell on it, or we could go and close that loop.
Yeah.
Get it done. Because for you, that's what's causing you stress right now. And not even, stress is obviously a form of resistance as well. But I think for you, that's what's really holding you back from getting fully booked. Now,
Yeah.
I'll tell you something. I'll tell you something now, baby. Like when I was a PT for about 9 weeks after being qualified in Adelaide, and this was a gym that I worked behind the desk in for like 3 years. So like I had a really like good. I was people knew me, that sort of shit. I got fully booked out within like 9 weeks of being in that gym. You know what I mean? No Pinnacle systems structure. I was selling fucking session packs and shit. You know what I mean? Like it was crap. And then I moved here, or like I had massive resistance in terms of moving to Cairns. You know what I mean? And yeah, it was pretty tough at the start, but then as soon as but then I was working at F45 as well as trying to PT and shit. As soon as I quit F45, got coaching with Pinnacle, like just exploded. You know what I mean? You just go all in on something, and then it's yeah.
Yeah.
And a lot of people in this program, guys, like it's they will hold themselves back. Like it's all it is. Yeah, same as Sav. Like works 7 days for 8 months. Hold on, what's this one say here? As soon as I quit hospital, I had so much more time and energy to put into your business and book way more people. But for you, B, as well, it's also your environment and being present. I cannot bang on enough about being present. Like
I remember when I first started as a PT, the club manager is like, "Oh my God, Rack's just gonna make a killing," because I was there 9 a.m. to 8 p.m. every night.
Yeah.
But I just wasn't doing enough systematic work. I wasn't being productive because I didn't know where to start. So I made a mistake to take up a job in hospitality, and they loved me so much they gave me like five shifts a week. Then just fucked my PT business.
There you go, B. That is like you've got people around you just going, we need to find a place for you. I think you would thrive in a club where you're the sole trainer. And there'll be clubs around.
Yeah.
But you're like,
I feel like also where I'm putting resistance on myself, or like holding myself back, is that well, like also because I want to move, like I said last time.
Yeah.
Like I'm gonna move state, so I'm like just hesitant to move clubs here and then move state again.
When do you want to move?
next year, but it's a bit complicated with the timeline because my partner is in a permanent residence and his visa expires in March. So we just kind of need to get that sorted before we go on a timeline from there.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Hey,
We
but
don't want to.
I've got plans to go on a road trip around Australia in March next year as well, by the way. So
Yeah.
I'm literally going to be leaving here, like guaranteed. Going to be leaving here in like March. That's when our lease ends here. We can't be finding another place, so we're just going to take off. You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
so I'm looking for a trainer now, right? Because I've been fully booked for a couple of weeks. I'm looking for a trainer now to then, hopefully carry on what I've built here for as long as I can with the help of my manager, who I might pay a commission in sales. That's the sort of shit I'm thinking about. And then, start building the online stuff, start building an online offering and make that my sole focus until it, leads up to March. And that's the plan. You know what I mean? So it's like,
Yeah.
yeah.
And be
Yeah,
like, that's 8 months away.
Yeah, true. It's actually quite long.
You know what I mean? Like when you sell yourself, I'm going to move next year.
Yeah, true.
You don't even know if you're going to move in 8 months' time yet. Like you're going to
Yeah,
move.
fair.
I think for you, like, go and find an
I
anytime.
think because I'm not feeling settled, I'm struggling to actually settle myself because like I don't feel settled in Melbourne.
Yeah.
And I've lived here for 3 years.
Mm-hmm.
So like I don't know, I feel like that's why I'm just struggling. I'm like just want to feel settled before I go all in on something, but it's like I can't.
It's probably
Well, it's not.
your club probably makes you feel a little bit unsettled as well,
Yeah,
for sure. Like it's
yeah,
you're a product of your environment, and that's why
yeah,
like I say, Fletch is in every single webinar, and then look what's happening. He's leveraging. He's got a
yeah.
manager that loves him, that kind of thing. Sebi, every single webinar. Like it's when you just show up, you cannot fail. Like you can't if you just allocate everything to it. But if you've got a foot in the hospo door, you've got a foot in the reception door, you've got a foot in the PT door, like you're
I
gonna
know
you're running out of feet to stand on.
there is none.
Exactly. Yeah. You're legless. So
It's that same jack of all trades, master of nothing.
yeah.
Yeah, it is true.
Nothing.
Absolutely.
I do like that one.
Yeah. So like B, if you're feeling unsettled, like if this club just isn't giving you the right vibe, right, you just don't see yourself in that club long term, then
Yeah.
like how many clientele do you have at the moment?
14.
14 clients. Yeah. And then how many sessions? I know we spoke about it a couple of weeks ago.
14.
14 sessions.
So not all those clients are face to face.
Okay. Okay. So 14 sessions. You go into an anytime club that has 800 members, probably 700 to 800 members. You want
I've
run
got 800. Yeah, I got 800. Yeah.
800. Yep, and generally they have Sebi. You're probably pretty similar, right? 700 to 800 members, something like that. Yeah, like it's any down less 500. Yeah, 500 members. And Sebi's fully booked, looking to leverage in a club. So that is the power of being in the right position. And I think for you, you walk into an anytime club with even 600 members, you run one floor to the floor, you're booked.
Yeah.
You're done. Like you're at
I think also what overwhelms me is I live on Chapel Street and the amount of gyms.
yeah.
Fuck off. It's actually fucked up. Like, I don't trust anyone. I don't trust any managers.
Yeah.
Like, I don't, genuinely.
Yeah. It's probably you haven't like built a connection with them. But you can't build connections with a lot of the time. It's very hard to build connections with big box club.
Yeah, for sure. And I don't think I'll do that again.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know
think
what
everywhere
want.
I go,
That's the
everywhere I go,
problem.
I'll always work for an anytime. I think, you know what I mean? They're just really good general population gyms with, in places where people have money, at least, residential areas. And, yeah, they're good.
Yeah. Is there any times around you, B? Do you have an anytime fitness around you? You will.
I was just trying to think. I'll pull it up on. There probably is, but there's so many.
And the gym's name does most of the work for you. You know what I mean? Anytime fitness, everyone knows anytime fitness.
everyone knows they'd be the biggest clubs in Australia.
Like just wearing this here, like just gives you so much more.
Yeah.
There's a few in the city, like Burke Street, Collins Street, Bartams,
Yeah.
like CBD.
Yeah.
Oh fuck, I actually forgot there's literally one 5 minutes from me walking.
There you go. Right. So
It's yeah,
go and do some research.
okay.
Go and see
I
what
was
you
feeling really frustrated last week that I withdrew my resignation in April.
yeah. Yeah, there you go. Right. So I think for you, it's just about finding the right place. But then again, it comes down to like when you've got that opportunity, we need to execute as well. Right now, you're just not getting the opportunity in front of you in good life.
Yeah.
A lot of people don't in good lives, but some good lives, some thrive. It's all comes down to the PTM.
Well, my PTM is really good. That's the thing, and that's the only reason I went with that gym genuinely is because of my PTM. And he is good.
Yeah.
Obviously, there's going to be downsides to everything because they're working for the good life system. So a lot of the problems I have with him is more from his management rather than from him as a person, if that makes sense.
Yeah, it's just how good lives run their clubs. That isn't really like it's just mass production.
For sure. For sure.
So
yeah,
that probably gives you a little, not a kick up the butt, but it gives you a little bit of inspiration to go, all right, I'm going to go and do some research. As soon as you find a club that is getting, if you're the only PT in there, 10 sign-ups a week, 5 to 10 sign-ups a week, they've got 5 to 800 members, you're the sole PT, you form a connection. It's like, it's literally it's so easy to get fully booked in a club like that. It is easy in any club, but look, when you don't have the support around you, obviously put some barriers up. Makes it
yeah.
so
Okay.
let's have a look.
Do you know anything about the Edge Gym group?
The Edge Gym group. Don't think so. Why are they in Melbourne?
Yeah, they're in Melbourne and they're like, it's like a boutique 24/7 gym. And they've been opening up a few more and they've just opened up one that is competing very strongly with my current gym. And I've been looking at them.
Why do you think it's doing so well?
I don't know. Like that's what I don't know
Do you know
enough
what they
about
charge
it.
per week?
For their memberships, I think it's around 25 or something.
Oh shit. Why is it so high? What do you reckon?
It's boutique.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Yeah, see some of those gyms like that, they charge like $12 a week. And that's why it's so busy. But like, I don't know.
Yeah. Like the
'Cause, I mean,
Revo.
we charge like 18, 20 per week.
Yeah. Snap is also 18, 20.
I'd say
Yeah.
with these guys they're probably, I'm just on their website. They have a lot of PTs, but I would almost say that they're hourly. I think
Yeah.
like they pay their
I've
PT.
always thought of running my own gym like that, paying PTs hourly. Like, it's basically the way I'm doing it now. You know what I mean?
It's exactly the way you're doing it now. Yeah, 100% without all the overheads of the gym. So it's 10 times better. Basically.
Yeah.
And have a lot more freedom to just go and just pack up.
Yeah.
And just,
That's
you know,
it.
yeah.
That's it. So that's why we do it the way that we do it, because it's, if you look at even expenses, Fletch, as you kind of leverage out, you have expenses, and then you think of, imagine if you had just gym leasing on top of that.
Yeah.
Like that is just
Yeah,
insane. So
one of my big goals in life is to start a gym like a good life, but not with the same model. Definitely not.
Yeah.
But like start a gym that's like a health club with a big name. You know what I mean? And have things like nutrition and like nutritionists in house and shit. You know what I mean? Like just and
sure.
with like a physio and a massage room and shit. You know what I mean? Like just your one stop shop type of gym.
Alpha Land vibes.
What's up?
Alpha Land vibes.
Oh,
Yeah.
right.
Yeah. That kind of stuff.
I've always thought about starting something like HelloFresh and like all these like dinner boxes and shit like that, but doing something like that for like
I've always wanted to do something like that.
Like, yeah, like imagine it just gave you all the ingredients you need with a few recipes for your meal prep for the week, and you could order it like that. You cook it yourself; it just comes with all the ingredients. Like, that'd be fucking sick. You could like have people sign up to the gym normally, but then like have them pay like a premium, and they can just go pick up their box from the gym. So you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah,
I
what's
was
the thing?
I
endless.
was literally thinking of doing that for my clients at some point, but I couldn't work out how to do it.
It's a cool idea. Huh?
Yeah.
There you go. So be like same thing. It's worth going to have a chat with these guys as well. But we can sit here and talk all day about it. It's like it's
And
close.
there's a brand new one opening in 4 days. Maybe I should go check out at the opening.
Yeah. Yeah. And you don't know, like you're in your circumstances now, right? You're feeling unsettled in Melbourne, you want to move to Perth,
Mm.
that kind of thing. A lot of the time we're unsettled because what's happening in our lives. Like it's
Yeah.
unsettled in terms of like we're not where we want to be with our business. So we need to change. That's why it's with this situation, we're changing location. That's what we're doing. Like I'd say for you, once you get fully booked, you're out of hospital, you're out of reception, you're just not doing that shit anymore, which isn't your passion, number one. Like it's so important to follow personal passion and
Yeah.
still do that even when you're at Fletcher's level, Sebi's level, when it's you need to put you learn to put those like more sessions on the back burner so you can focus on you and then leverage out that kind of thing. For you, it's just we need to change. We need to change something about I think well, it's your location number one, but for you, you've probably been feeling flat for the past kind of couple of months, would you say?
Yeah.
Flat
Yeah.
location, yeah, absolutely. So have a like do some searching this week. Just go around to a few clubs. You'll get a vibe straight away from a manager that you'll probably really enjoy and you
Yeah, true.
gravitate to straight away. And I can almost guarantee it's going to be in. Do you have Zaps? Do you have Zap Fitness around you?
They are around, but I haven't seen them in like my kind of area.
Yeah.
I know
I
there's
think
one
they're
at
more
Alistair.
in, yeah, I think they're more like in the suburbs. The closest one to me would be Balaclava.
Okay. Because I know these clubs.
Oh, actually, I lied. There's some in Richmond and I'm in South Yarra.
Yeah.
So actually, there is some around.
So some of these clubs don't actually
So
have
would you recommend Zap at any time?
Zap anytime. Yeah. Some Snap clubs can be good. Like some Snaps don't have enough members just in general, or they don't have the lead.
Yeah, see, like this is also something on my mind is when I started bringing up dropping shifts and also the PT resigning at the Snap. My mum just like, oh, why don't you PT here? And I was like, well, if I did that, I wouldn't be doing reception. But I just don't know if I want to, I just don't know about that one. Like they have enough members, but I'm just not sure.
You're only going to be sure if you take a leap of faith. Lean in.
I'm not good at that. I like analyzing every pro and con. I'm that kind
Yeah,
of person.
not many people are good at it, and that's why a lot of people stay in the same situation. That's all it is.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah.
Okay.
Go around Zap. I look at Zap, Snap, anytime, anything where it's 5 to 800 members, no PTs, you're the only one in there, and lead flow, like we said, is pretty prominent. Like you're getting 5 to 10 signups a week. Something that can guarantee you 5 leads a week that's coming in, then you can
Yeah.
strategies. That's prime for growth right there.
And the
Yeah.
thing is, like, you could so get fully booked out in like 5 to 8 weeks in any gym like that. You know what I mean? Like super quickly. So
Yeah.
quickly.
And then
4 weeks. You already got the structure in place. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, and I've got my systems in place now. Like I've got my programming
100%.
sorted, my payments are sorted, like
that's
sign
what I
up
spent the
process
first
is
4 weeks
sorted.
doing. You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
then
Yeah.
and then I was able to get fully booked out in like 8 weeks here. So you could get fully booked out in like 4.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's jump on sales tomorrow, B, and we'll have even probably Thursday when you've had a few days, and we'll chat on there as well. Hey.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Cool.
I'll probably will be there only on Thursday. The next few days are a bit stupid.
Not too easy. That's all good. I'm gonna
But
jump.
thank you.
I'll jump to Raxme.
Just a quick question. My gym, the crash is getting shut down because it's not that profitable, and we're putting a reformer studio in.
Yeah.
And I think it's like 18 beds or something. It should be finished 7th of October. I've got the club manager and the owners asked me if I wanted to get trained up as a reformer coach.
Yep.
She reckons there'll be good leads for potential PT clients. I'll have to wait to ask her what the timetable's like. If it's falls into a time of the day where I can afford to give up an hour.
Sure.
What are your thoughts?
Yeah, it's definitely not a bad thing, man. I think a lot of people though, right, they get this opportunity and they go full ball into it. Like they do every class. Don't do that, right? It's just, if it's like, you really just need to make sure that your time is money, right? So if there's a peak time there, if it's 5 to 6 p.m., they want you to do reform Pilates,
Yeah.
no chance. But if it's like 10 a.m., when like 10, 11, PT starts to die off around that time, then I'd be diving in for sure. But it's good to have on your qualifications. But look, you can be the most underqualified PT and be the best business owner ever as well. Like I think a lot of PTs get too caught up in qualification when really our industry is talking to people and relatability. That's all it is.
Yeah. Well, it's like the concept you teach like 8 to 12 reps is like hypertrophy, or it's really how hard you push the last few reps.
Yeah,
which makes all the difference.
It's that kind of thing. It's like you can get some really elite coaches in terms of strength coaches, and probably totally disagree with me here. But like, to me, it's like we say, it's not so much the programming, it's can you get that person to comply to that program?
Yeah.
That kind of stuff. So
if you can get that client in the right mindset to perform at their best,
then they're going to get a result.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And less potential injuries as well, less setbacks.
Yep. And then they're more inclined because they've got an initial result with you as well. So for you, man, it's like it's really up to you. It's really up to you.
It's a whole holding your hand concept, Simon says, from the sales pitch. It goes throughout the journey.
Yeah.
You've got to pretty much hold the hand verbally, saying that they'll be okay if they push this extra weight, because you know better.
Yep, you just hold. Yep.
Because the client, they're half the time or most of the time they're underestimating their ability. That's probably the same thing B is going through at the moment with her PT. You're probably underestimating how good you can be if you put yourself out there.
Yep. Yeah, we're our own biggest critic.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I think B, like you lean into a few people within the program that all it is putting the foot down. I think all the guys here can agree, like Sebi would agree, Fletch would agree. It's just like pedal to the metal, and things change pretty rapidly because you're so invested in it. And then you kind of start to really be able to be picky with your time. And, you know, this time here, no, that's my time for training. Block that off, right? This is when all these kinds of things you do for yourself. But set your ideal routine now, B, as well. Like it's a good opportunity.
Yeah, that I have started doing. Yeah. Like when I'm gonna do certain things and training and all that is like set. I've always been pretty good with making sure that I prioritize my training. Mainly that's probably due to having to, because I'm usually competing in something.
Yeah.
But no, that is something I've been trying to work on now while I have more time for going forward.
Absolutely. No, it's good to hear. It's good to hear. Sebi, are you a good man before we wrap things up here? You cruising?
Yeah, I'm all good, bro. Everything going well here. Just about to start flawless feedback this week to start getting a bit of growth happening again. Break out of that little bit of a comfort zone that I've been experiencing over the last couple of weeks as well. So make sure to keep things moving up.
Good to hear. Just keep ticking along. Perfect. Raxme, I'll come to you quickly, bro. Before I've got to shoot, I've got a call to jump on.
Correct me if I said this wrong, the wrong terminology, but what's the sport? Floor to the floor, floor to the...
Oh, floor to the floor.
To the floor?
Yeah, that's it. So that's just essentially, it should be in message size well when you unlock it for you as well.
Okay, is that like a marketing concept?
Yeah.
It's like face-to-face or something?
Yep.
Okay.
Face-to-face. Yep. So message site, you'll get that one under like rolling, basically. We'll get that unlocked, man, because that'll be huge for you as well. Cool.
Yeah, because I'm already finding there's people, if I hang around the gym long enough, people just approach me, start talking to me.
That's it. Yep. Just being present in your environment's huge.
Yeah.
100%. All right, guys. Love your work.
Yeah, I found at the start I was shooting myself in the foot a lot though. I was just blowing my leads with people coming up to me.
Yeah.
I just I was ready
100%.
for it.
That's yeah, definitely. And now you've got the education now, man. You're going to be ready and capitalize on it, which is good to see. Beautiful. All right, guys, I'm going to leave things here. I've got to jump on a call, but I will catch you guys in sales tomorrow and then Thursday. So have a great start to your week, and we'll chat soon, hey? See you later.